Hello everyone, welcome to Thursday Night Live. So tonight, I know it's been a minute since I've been on here, and I'm so happy to be back. Tonight we're going to be working on a mini album that I'm doing for my pastor's wife. I think I showed it to you, the paper to you, morning coffee, if you are Monday something or another. No, it wasn't Monday morning, it was Monday, but not morning. So if you want to join me tonight, I would love it. Follow along. I got to get busy on this. So I've made the base pages, and I am working on, we're going to be working on decorating some tonight and covering some of the pages tonight. So I'm going to wait here just for a few minutes and see who else comes in here. Hello, hello. How is everybody tonight? Hello to whoever just came in the room. Excuse me. Got my tea for the night. So I hope everybody's been having a good day. It started out really stormy and windy this morning. We got the tail end of Zeta, and hear the puppies out there making a racket. We got lots and lots of rain. The coastal areas got more than we did, but then it moved on to Georgia. We got a lot of heavy wind though, some tree damage and stuff like that, but nothing serious. Like it could have been. Poor New Orleans, they are just getting beaten, and Biloxi got a beating too. So really keeping them in my thoughts and prayers, and so very thankful that it didn't get this way here. Just some extra wind and stuff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put you down here. We're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I've created my base pages for a mini album. I'm going to be doing a baby album in case you just came in. And so I'm going to start covering them, then maybe get my cover made tonight. I got to cut my chipboard and stuff for that. I'm doing, I have 6 signatures, so 12 pages, because I'm going to do a month to month calendar, baby book. So let me put you down here and we will get started. Ooh, I'm straightening out. I think I mixed it up there. Okay, so I am pulling some paper that I told you guys about on Monday. It was from this album here, and I don't really like, I may use this in a scrapbook that I'm doing for my grandkids, one of my grandchildren. I don't really like all the, to me, some of these pages are not really baby. It's more of a scrapbook, like it has Easter and Thanksgiving. It's got all the holidays in here and stuff. But I want to make this a little bit more generic. See, like that would be like the 4th of July for Halloween. And it's a darling page for Halloween and stuff. But I really just want to make a baby book and not so much a themed, like, all the year or whatever, because, I don't want to have to start it. The baby's due in November, and I don't want to have to start it then. So I've picked some papers out that we can cut down and stuff, and I can cut some more down out of it. This is an old Michael's paper pad that I got a long time ago. And I also found this paper right here, the little feet print on it and the little babies on it. It says baby boy. I'm going to be using some of that. And yeah, we'll get started now. This is a thin paper here. That baby boy and the feet print are pretty thin. So I'm probably going to put that on with glue stick. And then we may make the portfolio folder that goes into this big belly band. So I haven't put my pages in any order yet, but I need to decide what I'm going to do for the front page, because that needs to match the front page of my cover, because I usually do welcome home newborn baby type thing. So there's another pocket, a page here. This page is blank because I haven't put what I want on it yet. I'm going to be building some yeah, those things. The waterfall pages on those. Or I might do something else. I don't know yet. I may need to start working on the blank pages first before I start decorating. So I have 1, 2, 3 blank pages. And I think I'm going to make this my first page. Let's see. Find my opening. There we go. So I may make this my first page here. Or not. I don't know. But you can definitely decorate your pages and stuff before you put them in order. Determine what the order you want them in and how you want it to be. So we're going to start working on that. I hope everybody's doing well today. I think I might have already said that. I am, been kind of a busy day for me today. I got a tickle in my throat and I can't get rid of it. All right, let's figure out what we're going to do. I think I'm going to build a waterfall page on one of these. And I generally like those to be in the middle of the album or either in the back of the album. This page and this page need to go together because there'll be double pages. I'll open like this one, I'll open this way, this one I'll open this way. So what I think I'll do is I'll go ahead and fix these both sides and see what I want to put on those before I get everything else going. Now I have some 110 pound cardstock that I'm using for that. Man, it's always good to go through your stash because I have found so many things in my stash I didn't even know I had. Hello to whoever just came in and thank you for the thumbs up. Let's see. I think I'll put another folding page on this. One at the top, one at the bottom. And then I'll put a little thing right here and do some little twine right there. So let's do that. The pages that I'm working on, hello, welcome. The pages that I'm working on, this is going to be an 8x8 album. So my pages are 7.5. 7.5 by 7.5. So I'm going to cut down 2 pieces that are going to be let's do we'll do 7.5. And then we'll get 7.5, and half of 7.5 would be 3 3/4. So let's cut them down to 3 3/4. Okay. Get that out of the way. And we're going to bring in our scoreboard. And we're going to score these. Whoops, sorry about that. We're going to score these at 1/2 inch. So this part right here is going to wind up being 3 inches. So we're going to score 1/2 inch on each side. And this makes our tab for us to glue it, glue it on our page. I'm not going to put it on there. Now I'm just going to use glue on my pages. On my thing. You can use score tape. And the one thing that I've learned putting together many albums is you need to know where your opening is on your pockets. It makes a difference. I mean, you could make this like a little fold like that and put one on this side and make it like that. But I want to do it this way. So we're just going to put some glue on our little tabs here. And just line that up with the corner. Now you can use score tape or whatever you want on them, but I prefer wet glue because, number one, if you don't line it up right, you got some wiggle room. And number two, to me, tape, like if you ever done a tape book when you were a kid or whatever, it loosens up over time, and I think it can come loose, and you don't want your book to come loose. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing for this side. I appreciate you guys that are here for coming out tonight. I know it's been a minute since I did a Thursday night live, but I've been having problems with the internet and problems with life. So it's just, but it's real nice to be back on live. Whoops, I slid that over. Let me slide it back so that we're not hanging over the edges. There we go. Just use my bone folder to press that down and make sure the glue's on there good. There we go. Now I have to put magnets on some of these pages. Like I said, on this one right here, it's got a strip in the middle, but we're still going to put a little notch here and a little notch there. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and corner around my edges. I just like that look better. Gives it more finished look. Okay, so that's one page. Okay. And let's see. This one needs a page. We may do a waterfall on this page. And I think for a waterfall, I think I'm going to make it four by 6. So it's going to be kind of a wide waterfall. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and cover this page so that I can get that covered. And I think I'll use actually, I might use one of these to cover the page because most of the page will be covered up by the waterfall. So this is 7.5 by 7.5. I'm gonna cut my paper 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. Hello there, hon. Yes, it is a typical stream for me. I usually do Thursday nights at 7:30 every Thursday night. But every Thursday night I usually do it. I just haven't been online lately because I've had issues with the internet provider. They've had some issues with all the internet that's been used up and everything. So, that's why I haven't been on. But yes, I'm usually on every Thursday night at 7:30. And I think I'm going to get up and get my glue stick. I've got it over here behind me. Because this is thin paper and I don't want to have runny paper. That makes any sense. I have bubbles in my page when it goes on. So I'm just going to use my Scotch glue stick. And this is a very good glue stick. This is gifted to me. It's called Scott Create by my friend, my bestie, Lori Seabrook. Hi, Lori. I know you're not going to be able to watch tonight. But, it's a nice glue stick. And it glues just about everything. But it doesn't wet the pages up. And when you got thin paper, it really helps. Make sure I got this one right. Okay. There we go. And I'm just going to take my bone folder out, make sure all the edges are down nicely. There we go. Now we can build our waterfall on top. I think I'm going to put it in the middle of the page. So, and I like using my scraps in my projects so that we don't keep wasting paper and stuff. Okay, let's see. How big do I want this? I probably can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I put it up here, I actually put it down here, I might can get a little mat across here too. Let's see. Do I want a bigger piece? Let me look through my scraps here. I might take a bigger piece out here. So, I want a piece that is 6.5 inches because we're going to do a 1/2 inch for our border. Oh, nice. What are you creating? Oh, inking papers. Well, that's cool. Let's see. I think I'm going to make this about 4, maybe 5 inches. We can always cut off what we don't use by 6.5. No, 6.5 has to be this way. Got this way. 6.5 here. Okay. Now we're going to score this at 1/2 inch. And then we'll use our scraps to make some little mats for it. And I'm not gluing it on yet. I'm going to build our mats first. So, what kind of papers are you inking? So these are going to be 6.5 by 4, or 6 by 4, 4 by 6. See how many I can get out of this scrap. Because I already know this is 6.5 inches wide. Oh, let's go 4.5 because we got to do our little marks. Nope, not quite enough for that one. I'm trying to see which way I want to do this. I'm going to cut that wrong. Oops. I don't have to make a mark on that one. I don't know what I was thinking about. I'm going to create 4 by 6. These pages have to be, let's see if that's right, 1/2 inch longer. Okay. And you want to cut your paper, try to make sure your cuts are even when you're making an album, because otherwise, it won't all line up. Okay. All right, so this should be 4 by 6. Yep. Okay. See if I can get a piece out of this scrap. This should be 4.5 this way. And 6 this way. Oh, sorry, I missed what you said. Let me see if I can bring my bubbles back. Oh, that's nice. Hey, Chris. I'm just kind of making this up as I go in my head. I mean, I've made many albums before, so I guess in a way I am just kind of going by what just what I know. I just like to use half-inch borders and stuff like, I just kind of create on the fly. Okay. So I'm just pulling scrap paper now that I have in my stash and trying to cut it down. Okay, that's 4.5. Okay. So I'm going to try to get that way I don't waste paper. Chris, how are you, dear? Oh, come on, 4.5. And the paper is not cut even. Oh, and then it just slid. I swear. Sometimes I have problems with this thing. There we go. Straighten it up. That should be another one. Why is this paper not cut right now? That's 3. Let's see if I can find another one. That won't be all right. Nope, can't do that one because I got the score. Not quite. It's wide enough. It's just not quite long enough for me to make my inches with. So let's start a new paper. So we'll do 4.5. I'm doing okay, Chris, I guess. How are you? Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might be all we need on there. You so. I think it's the weather. I'm like, the weather is so weird. Here it is. Almost at the end of October. And it is absolutely dying from heat. It's like 80 something degrees outside right now. But we had storms from Zeta this morning. Well, I started rolling in last night, but it was really bad early this morning. Whoops. Lots of rain. Lots of high wind. She was right. 4.5. But everything seems to calm down now. The sun finally went and came out today. But then it got hot again. I mean, really hot. That's my base. Okay. It shouldn't be 85 degrees here in October. It just really shouldn't. What are you working on, Miss Chris? Tell you, earlier in the week I was working on a migraine for several days. Really hurt. Cold and rainy there. I'm sorry. So we're going to use some glue and attach our folds onto the base plate. Now this base plate most likely, oh my glue's done dried up, most likely will not show at all. But the reason I put my pattern paper on is because I wouldn't be able to get it on after I put the waterfall on. So I'm going to just take my base plate and I'm going to line up my edges. I'm trying to get it nice and straight. Oops. And then if we have anything left with falling over the edges or anything like that, I'll just trim it down later. Okay. Then we open that up, give it a good crease there. Then we're going to take our next piece and put some glue on it. And we're going to line it up right there underneath that where the last piece went. So don't go over top of it. Just lay it right there where the last piece went. Just because you're trying to line these up nice and straight. I'd have to put it back down, wouldn't it? And that other piece can really help you that you just lay down. Kind of give you something to line it up on. Okay, so open that up. Press that piece down. So, there's that. And then we're just going to keep on doing that. So line your two pieces up so that they're even. Like I said, if you got a little bit stuck out on the side or whatever, you can always trim it off. One of my favorite people to watch is Rosa Kelly, and she makes tons of albums all the time. And, you know, she even said she has to trim sometimes because no matter how straight you cut your paper, all paper is not straight from the beginning with, and I believe that. I have 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper that drive me insane because I know I've lined it up right and cut it straight and it's still not straight. Because I think the paper wasn't straight to begin with. So we're just going to slide that over. Okay. That right. Might have got one more on there, but I think that's going to be fine right there. So we have a little waterfall. Now usually on waterfalls, what I'll do is I'll put a coordinating piece of washi tape or something in the middle to cover up the white lines. I just like doing that just to make it prettier. And so before I look at it, I'm going to make sure that all my everything's even, and it's even on this side. This side I have just a little bit hanging over. So I'm going to trim that up. Because you don't want any trimming over. You want it to be even. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to glue that down on our page. But you see why I covered this first is because you would never be able to get it covered if you didn't. This piece to me just does not seem even. And I've checked it several times. And it still doesn't seem even to me. Let's just see. Let's line it up on the line. This is the way you can tell if your paper is even too. If you line it up on the line, like that, and you can cut something off and it wasn't even to begin with. Now I'm going to go through here on my corners, and I'm going to round my corners on my waterfall. Okay. All right. And then we're just going to glue that down. And I'm trying to think if I want to create a strap for it before I do this right quick. That's too thick. Let me look here. See if this will fit. That's a little bit, that might work. It didn't have to go down the paper. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking this little strip of paper right here, and I can cover this up with paper, another piece of paper, and then before I glue my paper on the bottom, I can put a little magnet here and a little magnet here. And yeah, let's do that. I like that idea very much. I'm just going to put a little glue on the back and stick this down in the middle. Just kind of eyeball it, make sure I got the middle. Like that. See, this is what creating is all about. Just for me, I do things on the fly that's aesthetically pleasing to me. It's no rhyme or reason, and I think it'd be cute to cut a little strip of this off and glue that on top just to hold everything down. Let's say 1 inch. That might be too big. Yeah, just maybe just a little tiny pinch off of that. Where is my little scoring tool? There it is. This is my trick when I'm trying to cut a small piece of paper. I'll put my little scoring tool in there and hold it down until I can get my cutter going. And just cut that little piece off of there. probably going to cut about, let's see how long this is. This is about 6 inches long, so we'll cut it about 5 7/8. Five and 7/8 is 2 lines before you get to 6. Okay. See if that works. Oh, that's perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and put my little magnet on there. I need to do another piece too on this side. So let's do the other side as well right quick. We're going to do 7/8 of an inch. About 5 7/8. And we'll go ahead and put our magnet on there, and I'll show you how I do my magnets. Okay. All right. Put some glue on this. Alright, so on the underside, what I'm going to do is take some score tape, and I'm using just a little 3/4 inch score tape. And what I'll do is put one of my magnets at the end like that, and take a little tape and put on top of it. Make sure it sticks. Okay. And then what I do is take the second magnet. And these little ones they're tiny, but they are so powerful. And put it down there for a second. Take me another little piece of tape. Take the magnet off, put it in the tape like this, and then stick it back on. So then when it comes down, it's going to hit where I want the magnet to be, and then lift it off. I just have to move the tape around a little bit. It won't show. All right, so that magnet is down. Then we'll cover the rest of it up with paper. Here's the inside paper. Okay, so that'll cover the magnet up. And let me just trim that tape hanging off the side there. Actually, you know what I did? I gotta lift that back up. I forgot to take tape off. And you're just putting glue on your base plate. You're not putting it on any of the ones that you cut out, your folder. Okay. So I'm just going to line this up and sort of stick it in the middle here. Okay. All I'm doing is just going through and creasing the, you know, these to make sure this stuck really well. Okay. Okay, so that is front and back on page. Let's see how many more pages we got. We got front and back on this page. We need to put something on this page. Remember, these two pages go together like this because they're going to be like a centerfold almost. So before we do that, let's put our brads and stuff. Let's no, I'll have to do that after I put the paper on. Remember, we're going to tie this down with a ribbon on that side. So that's good. That's good. This is good. This is good. So we just need something for this page right here. And I think what I'll do is maybe make a four-way spread like this. So I need some more paper. Now I got tons of scraps over here, but I don't have a scrap big enough, I don't think. Yeah, that's a scrap. I could make 2 half pages again. But I think I want to do something else. I might use these in a moment. So I need to cut 2 pages, 7.5 by 7.5. If I want to make them 7.5, I need to cut them down to 8.25. Let's see, 7.5. I want to create a 1/2 inch by 8. So I need to cut them 8 by 7.5. Because you got to give yourself that little line to have your little tabby. So that's 1. And this will be 7.5. Man, I got to get some new blades for my Cricut cutting board paper trimmer. They are really getting dull. Okay, and I think I might use, don't want to make 2 pages to go like this and 2 pages that go like this. Why not? Because we can. Okay. Almost finished with this last page. Hey, Lori, how are you, dear? I didn't think you would make it tonight. I'm so glad you stopped by. Okay. Now, I have to determine which page is up on this right here. Okay. That's this page. This is this page. Okay. This would be up on the side. All right, we're going to put our paper in on the 7.5 inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Okay. No, we're not. On 2 pieces we are, on 2 pieces we're not. Whoops. We're going to score at 7.5 on 2 pieces, because these are our side pieces. Now, I told you I am making this album on the fly. I didn't have any set plans, anything to do with them. I got to pull this up like this. So this needs to be down here. We're going to score this at 7. I'm trying to think. No. I got an idea. I'm just going to do all of them at 7. Score on the 8 inch side at 7.5. Okay. Like I said, this is crafting on the fly at its purest form. Really just trying to determine what I want to do here. Yeah, I think that's right. I think I want to do that. Okay. Just making sure I cut my paper right. There we go. All right, so before I glue these down, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to corner around my page, corner around my ends, just because I think it gives it a cleaner look. I like this side of the paper better. See my cut line on that other line. There we go. Okay. Now let's start. I'm going to put this one up here. I actually like to do as many full pages as I can, so that way you can get big pictures on there if you want them. Make sure that's straight. Always good to line your pages up before you press down. Okay. And then we'll do this one down here. Let's see what this looks like when you fold it. This is a much cleaner edge. And just line those edges up. Oh, I didn't want around that one that great, did I? There we go. Alright, now we're going to turn it sideways. So when we open this up, we're going to have a quadruple spread. And this is going to go like this on this side. Pardon my dogs, I have not a clue what they're barking at out there. They probably don't know either. I don't know how they know there's another dog or something out there without seeing, but they usually do. Okay. That looks good. Make sure my pages are still lined up nicely. Make sure we're going to be able to shut our book, our pages down. Okay. And then we're going to line this one up this way. So I'm going to cut the corner off of this one. So it doesn't hinder the closure. In any way. Okay, go on there. There we go. Okay. That one's a little longer. I might have to trim that one off a little bit. Oh, wait. Let's turn it around this way. Maybe I can do it right. So I can see. I'm not perfect with this, guys. But I just try to do the best that I can do. There we go. Now this is down like this. This folds over like this. And this will fold over like this. Except this piece right here is jamming it up just a little bit. I can see it's hanging over just a little bit. So I am going to take it off because it actually came off. And I'm going to trim just about a 1/4 of an inch off of it. Take that paper out. And then corner around my corner again. And put that back in there. That's perfect. That should keep it from sticking. Now this is another reason why when you build in your pages and stuff that you should use at least 110-pound cardstock, because if you do have a mistake, you won't rip your cardstock up taking a piece of it off and trying to and working it over. Meaning it will fit. and you won't have any issues with it. And it helps to get it before it's good and dry too. So let's try this again. So I'll fold this page this way, this page this way, this page this way, and this page this way. But there's still something holding this back. No. I'll have to work. There we go. Have to work on that. Alright guys, I think that's all I'm going to be able to get done tonight. My phone is dying on me. And it's been an hour, a little over an hour. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who came by tonight. It was just nice seeing people again because it's been a while since I've done a live version. And then I will do a separate little video maybe on Saturday showing you the completed mini album because I have to have it done by Sunday. Because I was going to do it last Sunday. I was trying to get it fixed, and I know I thought I showed y'all on Monday Morning Coffee this disaster of an album. I don't even know what I did with it now. I didn't throw it away because I'm going to save the magnets off of it. But I was building another album with this really icky paper that was really thin. It was by it was actually from Hobby Lobby actually, and I usually get good stuff there, but it was really thin and the glue came through the paper. At that time I hadn't found my 110 pounds cardstock. I was using less than 65 pound weight, and it just wasn't coming out right, so I ditched the whole thing. But I am saving the magnets off of it. But then I found this Michael's paper in my stash when I was going through all my paper pads trying to thin stuff out. And so I decided to use it. So anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much again for joining. And I will see y'all next week for another Thursday Night Live at 7:30 p.m. If you stop by for the first time tonight and you're not a member of my family on YouTube yet, please consider subscribing by hitting the red button. And don't forget to tap the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. All right, thank you much, my beautiful friends. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you all again soon. Oh yeah, don't forget, I will be back tomorrow with our Keto Living. I have chocolate chip cookie recipe for us, and I also have another video out doing some pockets and stuff for my 30 Days of Blessings album that I'm putting together. And so I've got all this done, and I just got to punch my holes, put this together, so I need some pockets and stuff, and I'll be doing that tomorrow. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bye.